the end of days. The first sign shall appear in the heavens. Justice shall fall upon the world of men. The armies of light and shadow will clash across the fields of eternity. Are you all right, my girl?
It was nothing, Uncle. Just a bad dream. We should be getting you home.
But there's still work to be done. If these translations are correct, the powers of hell could already be on the move. The world must be told of the coming darkness. You do believe me, don't you, Leah? It has begun.
Leave it, Uncle! It's not important!
Hello, everyone.
Wow, if that doesn't get your blood pumping, I don't know what will. That was the intro cinematic to Diablo 3. Oh, we're going again. No, just kidding.
Once is enough.
Once is enough.
Well, we're happy to be back. You know, we said we'd be here on Tuesday, and 2 of our 3 children are sick. And so, you know, we do what we can. But we're here today.
We're here today.
I'm here now, Daddy. That did not sound like Elf.
All right, you gotta hit a button now.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Going for round 3.
Hit your any button. Right. All right. Look who we got. Oh my goodness. We're so beautiful.
Is this?
This isn't right.
I was gonna say. I was like, I don't think we.
It doesn't seem right.
Is it?
Oh, the
Maybe
season
it is.
ended? No.
Looks like we're starting again. Hey, it's perfect timing though because.
Wait.
Wait, is this are these old characters or this?
Yeah,
is
these
the
are
new
old
character?
characters. Go to. Can't.
Uh-oh. Does it have an update?
Shall we check?
I don't know. It said it couldn't install it. Looks like we're just gonna play it as is. What?
Go to Switch Hero. Dawich.
Is that what I did?
That's the okay. So no, we're in the right place. These are the right people.
We made it all the way up to level 29.
Oh yeah. So we can continue just with this as normal characters where we left off. We just won't be seasonal, which is unfortunate.
No, we need to do seasonal.
Well, it says that the season ended, so
Is there no season at all right now?
I don't know.
There's no new season?
I don't know.
Wow. That's sad. Well, here we are. How's everyone doing? You good? Is anybody out there?
I think
There's
it
no new
starts
season.
today, from what I'm seeing.
How does it start? No, it would have already started.
Well,
Like at midnight.
at 5 p.m.
Are you kidding? Okay, so here's what we're gonna do.
Pacific Standard Time. So literally in like 2 hours.
Okay. So,
Here's the Earth. Wow. Pretty sweet Earth.
pretty sweet Earth. It's okay. We're okay. Everyone, it's fine.
Don't panic.
We're just gonna continue playing.
Take a deep breath. Let's just keep going.
Yeah, and then, you know,
And
if
then,
we still want to play when the season starts, then we'll
Yeah.
just play then.
all right. Let's see how far
Although
we
all
can
of
get.
our children are sleeping right now,
All the
and
children
I don't think that's gonna last.
sleeping.
you know, till
More
5. But
than-
we'll see.
We'll see. Okay, let's go to game settings. Let's go to campaign. And I think we were in Act 1. Yep.
Well, yeah.
Right there. Begin quest.
Yeah.
Yar. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Looks great.
So.
And that's great. And wow.
It's fine. Everything's
Look at us go.
fine.
Wow.
How's your Friday, everyone?
Great.
I have gained an ally, but my foes will become
How many of you
stronger.
have the stomach flu?
I don't know, maybe.
You don't know, maybe.
I might have it.
I hope not.
Yeah, probably not. But probably. So what are we doing?
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Quests. Objective.
I'm so sad.
Checkpoint. All right. Okay. All right. Leah's ready to talk to us.
All right.
All
Okay.
right.
All
Okay.
right.
All right.
If only
Everybody
I could control this power, I could have saved him.
That's true, Leah.
Do not blame yourself. Magda is the one
Magda.
who must pay for Cain's death.
Magda.
Magda and her
So
master
sad.
Belial. The journal speaks of an angel falling from the
remember
heavens as the shadow rises from the
When
abyss.
the
The
first time I
stranger
played this,
is the key to all of
and
this. It does
Deckard
not
Cain
matter
died,
at this
and I-
moment
I-
who
like, my
he
mouth-
truly is.
my jaw
I will
hit the
find
floor,
him
I
and
feel
bring
like.
him
So I
his
was like,
sword.
no.
When my
How
power
could they?
He's the
erupted,
best.
I saw
How
into
could they?
Magda's
Like,
mind
how are they
for
ever
an
going to
instant.
replace Deckard
She's fled to
Cain?
the Highlands.
How
you
could
can
they
reach
do
them
that?
through the
Like-
caves above Wortham. You have to know.
He's
She'll
just
be waiting
Deckard
for you.
Cain, you know?
I will survive her traps. These spirits tell me so.
All right.
What's up, Hunter?
Hey, Hunter.
All right, here we go. About to show you how it's done. Wortham's Chapel Cellar. Enter the caverns of Ariane. How do you say that?
Look at all the rats. Look at all the different colored hats.
With all the different colored rants.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Ooh. Not a Spidey.
21, 22, that was crushed.
What am
Yes.
I doing? I don't even have
I don't
my
know.
dog. Where are my dogs at? And I don't have my gargantuan.
Oh my goodness.
I got some
We got clever
boots.
Greaves of the Mind.
Oops. Hold on. I'll remember how to play, guys. Don't worry.
You got it. And that one? Yeah. Yep. And there you go.
I know that I don't have to go into that to do
And-
that, but
That's fine.
it takes a minute to remember. You remember? How you feeling, Hunter?
Yeah.
You doing
Tell
better?
us. Yeah, hopefully
Because our
everybody
whole
in the
family, not our whole family, two
family's
of our
doing
3
okay.
children are sick.
And the third one,
We thought we
Let's
were in
be
the
honest.
clear.
she's just playing coy right
We've
now.
played We did basketball practice.
And they went.
And,
Well, at least
no,
Eli
just
did.
Eli, and then, I mean, our son. And then he was like, it's fine. It's like it never happened.
I did notice that during
the next
practice he
morning.
was like kind of sluggish. And I was like, "Are you all right?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I feel great."
Well, that's what he said.
But
and then
the
he,
truth
yeah.
is, he didn't feel great.
I think he did.
I don't actually know if he did or not.
I think he went back to school and got reinfected because it's, you know, like a petri dish there.
Yeah. Peter's dish, that's definitely... Well, it's good to hear you're feeling good.
Much better.
Yeah. That's
I can't
good
see
to
it. My
hear.
the monitor's too far
My
away.
queen sings
Oh my goodness, I
to
hate this
me.
part.
Her music echoes from beyond.
You gross,
Crazed hermit. You don't
just-
have to
you
move
just
it. It's
misunderstood.
fine.
How about that? You see?
Yeah.
I can see.
I know we talked about this last time, how, like, these spiders for some reason don't bother me. I have really bad arachnophobia, but this doesn't bother me. Because they're fake enough. But, like,
There's gotta be like an advanced form.
But this... And I have it? Is that what you're saying?
Like arachnid paralysis is what I would call it.
No! I disagree. I'm sure there are people that are worse than me. But this story line behind this part of the game,
If only
is
they could see me
terrible.
now.
Oh, you get the kids that are asleep.
yeah, it's terrible. Like, the guy
Well,
out
and
there,
there's a
like, my
reason
queen
that-
calls to me, they're like, ugh.
Yeah, there's a reason that spiders are akin to like the spawn of hell. Like
Yes.
they're evil little creatures, and there's no good that ever done been brought to them. I don't want to hear otherwise.
They're terrifying, and I hate them.
I don't
and
care.
I know
They eat
that
all
they
the bugs.
Yes. Yeah, they can eat bugs far, far away from me.
Yeah, they eat bugs somewhere in a place that doesn't exist. In my opinion.
Yes.
You die!
I know Eli sometimes is like, don't kill. I don't know.
goodness.
I don't
He
know
was
if
getting
it's the
upset over
spiders.
flies.
Yeah, just the flies. But
I didn't think I
It's
could
like
get any
of
better.
all the insects to go
as soon
after,
as
like
they,
come on.
I know.
You
As
can
soon
do
as they
better.
come in my house, they're enemy number one.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, there's a few other things that will change you than like seeing an insect. Like, I didn't invite you in. You did not ask me.
So, for those of you out there,
Will die.
story time. We live close to the woods, and so I've seen my fair share of spideys. Still terrified of them, but
He said, sorry, put some respect on Aragog's name. Now listen.
okay, Aragog. That scene, you can't tell me that scene wasn't terrifying.
Yeah, and he was gonna kill him. Respect.
Can you imagine?
Respect his boot
like
on
all
your
of
face.
Aragog's children. Wow, these died already.
I'm died already.
I'm died.
Uh-oh. Up that way. So anyway, you've seen your fair share of
Needs
Spider-Man.
more time.
Oh my goodness, I was pressing the wrong button to dodge.
You don't press a button to dodge.
I know. That now.
That would be your fatal flaw. Yeah, absolutely terrifying is right.
Yes.
That's
Like
the proper
one of the legs coming through your window.
Oh no.
Are you?
You better be seeing both of my legs
All
going
the
out that
eyes.
window and
Like-
into a place I'll never be
Honestly,
seen again.
if I was Ron,
Ron
honestly,
Weasley.
I think I would have had a heart attack. And died. Like,
Weasley.
not. It's not just like scared. I would have just died.
Yeah.
Scared to death, literally. Anyway. point is, long
So you
story
were
long.
out in the woods or
No,
something?
I was not. I was in the basement. I was doing something in our basement.
Nothing
And-
illegal, guys.
What?
Don't have like a meth lab down there.
No.
Chill out.
I just was in our basement and I
Doing nondescript things.
saw a hairy spider. I don't know. It's seriously
Oh,
one
I
of
thought you were
the
gonna say Harry Potter.
one of the bigger spiders that I've ever seen. I've never seen I guess in Australia they have super big spiders, right?
Oh, most things in Australia
Like an
are
anal-
large
like a dog.
and can murder you.
Anyway.
Yeah, like camel spiders, I think is what they're called.
Ooh, no, but
The
this
size
one,
of a small camel. No,
this
that's
one,
not what they're called that.
I wouldn't call it the biggest spider I've ever seen, but it was giant. And the issue was, it was hairy, and I tried to talk myself up to go kill it. I'm like, just kill it. It's fine. Take deep breaths. I was home. It was just me and my toddler.
See?
You're totally thinking meth lab, yeah. Anyway, I was talking to myself, trying to talk myself up to go kill this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't take my eye off of it because I know
that's when it plots its revenge.
yes, they know. They know. I have another story time for
He
that.
knows? She knows?
No, spiders
Wow,
know,
she's
and they
really
try to. They know when you turn your back, and that's when they attack.
No
but
way
anyway,
to fold 'em.
so I had to call my dad. I am a grown woman. I am 32 years
I
old.
was gonna say, this is post-children. This is not like while you just recently moved out. This
No,
is like,
and Andrew was at work, and I was like, I cannot do this, and I can't. It's gonna come upstairs. It's gonna bite me and my child, and we're all, Andrew's gonna
that's
come
gonna be
home.
the end of it.
Yeah, Andrew's gonna come home to our
Desiccated
carcasses.
corpses.
Yeah. It's terrible. And I called my dad as a grown woman and said, I am so sorry. I know this is ridiculous. And I've tried to talk myself into going over there. I mean, the scream that came out of my mouth, I killed myself.
Oh, I need
Man.
healing.
Are we sure we should be on master right now?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Get it together.
I'm a glass cannon. I'm not in a cannon either, I'm just glass.
I need help.
Yeah, the cannon part is what needs help. You need to
I must wait longer.
get yourself some power.
Anyway, yeah, my dad had to come over and kill the spider. Embarrassing.
But
It was hairy, okay? Like, if you see a hairy...
I grow weak.
Oh, I'm stuck.
Get yourself out of it.
I'm stuck. I died.
Dang it. Dang it, Bobby. Don't go that way.
Oh, I'm distracted. I was trying
Oh,
to read.
now we're done for.
Yeah,
Need
maybe
help.
we should just lower
No,
real quick.
just stick with it.
No, just one. We can go back.
That creature.
Dude, I don't
was
even know
done.
if they change immediately. Oh, I died again.
Yeah,
I must wait
this,
longer.
I didn't
That's
do
true.
nothing.
I got it.
And I can't have
I
my.
need help.
I'm stuck. That's the issue. I'm stuck. What's the issue, dear? Oh my goodness. Being a husband has required me to get over my fear of spiders as much as I can. Yeah, I mean, Andrew's scared of spiders too. Sorry, hun, to drop you under the bus.
It's
But he's doing it. He's the one that's gonna kill him. That's the difference
That's
is
part of the
though.
balance.
The difference is, so I'm not gonna lie, Andrew. Sometimes when you go to kill the spider, you hit and I don't know how to word what I'm trying to say.
Oh, you mean I'm scared while I'm doing it, and so my aim might not be true? Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
it's even scarier.
Yeah, who would've
because
thought?
Need more
then
arcane
the spider isn't dead.
Let me see
and
you
now
do it.
it's
See how you
mad.
react.
Well, I have
Exactly.
I have have.
Exactly.
One time at church camp, sounds like a beginning of a bad joke, but there was a spider that was rewind. There was someone taking a shower, one of my cabin
Ew,
mates,
gross.
taking a shower, and it didn't have a lip on the shower. It was just like straight, floor. The whole floor of the bathroom was flat, even in the shower. And so, a spider, because they plot, was running across the floor, going for the bathroom door, and I knew this person was in there showering, and I thought if that were me in the shower and I saw a spider run in, I would slip, hit my head, and die because I would be scared.
Naturally.
So I had to be the hero, and I jumped off my bunk and killed it.
Your hero, baby.
Critiquing your spider killing skills. Yeah, well, I mean, I just can't be in there when I watch it, because if not, you have to be totally confident. You gotta swing the shoe, and then not only swing and hit it, you gotta keep the shoe on it, and then,
Swing your arrow true.
you gotta smush the shoe on it, too. That way, the spider is a permanent part of your wall. No comment. Okay.
No, I'm learning a lot, honestly. I'm learning a lot. I just didn't realize you were so expertise when it came to spiders here. I thought you were one big chicken.
I am. I truly am. If somebody tells me a story about it, like I just did. No, but
Yes.
it's not really the story. It's the seeing it. There's supposed to be scare things, jump scares. That's the word I'm trying to say. And then it is a spider.
Yeah.
That's not funny.
That's when you pass on into another.
My
plane of
brother tried
existence.
to show me. He's like, "No, it's fine. It's
used to
fine.
be
Just
one
look
of
at
the
this."
ordinary,
I will legitimately
untouched,
have
until your voice
nightmares
came to
that
me.
night about
Then
spiders.
I knew how I must serve. I must kill the one who threatens my mistress and the dark
hard.
power that created her. I
Ew.
have been chosen.
No, you've not been chosen.
What's your thing? If in my dream I'll always wake up if there are spiders. What about you guys out there? Do you have a thing?
Yeah, tell us your deepest, darkest fears and let us
No,
leverage it
I didn't
against
say
you.
that. I'm saying if I'm in a dream.
I gotta think.
And,
I don't know if I've well, there is one I can think of that I don't know if I could share because it was very traumatizing. But other than that one,
I'm just saying
I think,
it's a consistent thing. If this shows up in my dream, I'm waking up.
I think falling.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think I've fallen
I don't know if I've
from that.
I don't know if I've fallen in that many dreams.
I used to fall all the time.
You are also scared of heights.
True.
So that makes sense.
I'm waking up. I feel it in my bones. I keep hitting the wrong button. Sorry, guys.
You mean when you wake up, you think you see
When I
spiders
wake
around
up.
around the room, or in your dream there was a spider, and so you woke up?
Ooh, that does remind me. Did you ever see
That's
Covenant?
sleep paralysis. Is that a thing?
Well, sleep paralysis is a state between waking and sleeping.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And you see stuff.
Yeah.
That's
Usually
creepy.
they're sleep paralysis demons.
I literally get out of bed and try to smash them. That's awesome.
And you're asleep when you do
I was
this?
gonna say, are you still asleep?
semi-conscious
Are you
or-
sleepwalking?
Because that's straight up out of SpongeBob. Spiders! Spiders! No, Patrick! No! Wake up! No! Wake up!
Yeah, I will ask Emily.
Oh, okay.
Andrew talks in his sleep. You were talking in your sleep last night.
What was I saying?
I don't know. I try to if I'm listening to my book or whatever, I'll stop it and try to hear what you're talking about, but it's usually incoherent.
That's weird. That weirds me out.
Gotcha. So yeah, that makes sense. So you're kind of sleepwalking.
Yeah, that's straight up Patrick moment. That's
Remember, Andrew? So I got early on in our marriage, like really early on, in our first apartment, I got stung by a scorpion, like in our apartment. And it was like in a blanket, you know, type thing. So it was kind of one of those like spider-esque moments where it's like, you know, you reach down because something, because you think something's like
and you're like,
tickling you,
down
and then
there.
you're like, it's not really anything, and then it's a thing. Anyway,
it was a thing.
But for the next like 2 weeks, I would wake up in the middle of the night.
See it?
And like, do I see what?
Over there, it's been aggro. Hold on, 1 second.
Wait, what? Oh, treasure goblin.
It is.
You said, did you see it?
I sent the bottle of sparkling and your house.
Did you get it?
So you got stung by a scorpion.
Anyway, the next like week or two.
Thank you. Stuff.
Yeah, the next week or two. Do you remember? Oh, I keep hitting the wrong button. Sorry. Oh. Oh look, I have a thing. Do you remember that when I would get up and I'd have to like shake out the entire blanket because I was freaked out, but I'd be like halfway between awake and asleep.
Yes.
Thinking I felt something on me.
Yes, I do. I do remember being on the receiving end of a few of those smacks.
Whatever.
Sitting next to you and you'd
That is not
slap
true. I just wake up and do like the...
People asked about the bruises, and of course I
flailing.
say I tripped or fell.
Honey, that's not funny.
I'm just kidding.
That's not funny.
JK.
Can you receive fatal damage? Yeah, I probably need that.
That one's good.
I do like the fetish one.
That one's good. Sycophants. Sycophant. Yeah.
I know, but I've been dying.
Yeah, well, you'll have like 100 people next to you. Your Garg might have one.
Oh.
Ooh, bow. No, don't do that, because your fire bats are still...
Oh, yeah.
Still does more damage.
What were you saying?
To the right. Down.
To the left, to the left.
Oh, it's just a
fetish.
army. Yeah.
Although, did I look at this?
Ooh, that's always good.
It was good.
The enraged.
Okay. I don't remember what I was saying.
You're talking about
My
smacking...
mistress has
or
accepted
getting,
me. Come close and feel her loving embrace.
being paranoid about
I
it.
don't
Oh,
think I
and
want to
blows
meet
up.
your mistress.
It's fine. We don't need it.
Oh, I forgot I had wants. Man, I've just not been using my character's ability.
No wonder.
No wonder we've
Are we
been
gonna put it
dying.
back to the other...
No, not yet.
Alright.
Because it's more fun when you're not dying every 5 seconds.
True.
Let's just get like a couple levels up and then we'll...
You know, when we level up, so do our enemies.
I know.
I know.
Please
But
help
hopefully we'll
me.
have better
It's horrible.
stuff.
She sucks the innards from her victims. Oh, no.
Oh, I have
It's too
teleport
late.
too. I forgot
I
about
hear
that.
her. The Spider Queen is coming.
Okay.
Spider Queen.
Spider Queen.
Terrible.
So it's not Queen Iraq thing like I thought. It's Queen Aranea. N-E-A-E. How do you say that?
Huh?
How do you say N-A...
N-E-A-E?
Yeah. Aranea. I thought it was Queen Iraq. And I've always thought.
And you're drunk. Queen Aranea. Aranea, yeah.
Yeah. The brain definitely do be playing tricks on you. You gotta move out of that.
Yeah.
And it's rude.
But have you heard, Hunter? Have you heard of sleep paralysis? Like when you are in that state of, like your what is it? Your
Between consciousness.
hold on. No, it's your brain is awake, but your body isn't, and it will not like move. It won't respond to like what you're telling it to do. But you can have like vivid hallucinations, like you can see things that aren't there. Oh, it's like a living nightmare, I feel like.
Oh, yeah.
Like, people who have that, like... It's like if there's a mirror there, like, the person in the mirror is moving, and it's you, but you're not moving. Nice. Oh, my.
Oh!
Got her.
Ooh. Alright. Exceptional Claymore. I think Matt... Oh, wow.
What's this? Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah. No. You might have to swap, even though it's
I
better.
know.
And just see how much more it does. 398. An Exceptional Claymore is a two-hander. So,
Yeah.
see if you have an offhand. You don't, right now. Nah. Yeah, check out the clay more, as my DJ revolves it. Because it's 89. It's so goofy.
Yeah, she's holding that in a weird spot.
Yeah. She's not even holding, like, Claymore, your hand should be stacked, not overlapped. Like, come on. What are you doing? Vessel.
Look at your hat.
I know, it's strange.
Let's see.
Oh, do we want to... I mean, we can use Paragon since we're here. Or no?
I don't know. Should we? I mean, I feel like we're not going to continue. I mean, maybe we will. Who knows? Guess we're doing it.
I can't afford that.
I can't afford that. You know, that's one thing I haven't really heard them saying their extra little stuff. Like when I play the
Yes.
oh my goodness, what's it called?
What is it?
The one who raises the dead. Come on, you know it.
Necromancer.
Yeah, when I play the Necromancer, it's constantly saying its little line of...
I need a corpse.
Yeah, I need a corpse.
I like
can't
the
do that.
I like the female wizard probably the best. She's like, I'm so good, I found myself. She's so like snotty.
Oh, it's like the male wizard says that too.
I
I'm
know,
so good, I
but he's
astound
like,
myself.
Oh, this is awesome.
And she's like, ha, I'm the coolest. That's like her voice.
I keep hitting the wrong button. All right.
Just hold it up.
Oh.
Nope. Do intelligence. No, just do intelligence. Or do vitality too. Do what you gotta do. All right, what to choose? What to choose? Isn't that a fun sound? Everybody like that?
Yep. I love that sound.
Apparently your witch doctor doesn't though. She's not even watching.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, did you see that?
What? The horse?
Unicorn.
She says, I'm listening. Wow.
Alright. Now we probably can raise
Yeah, definitely.
the difficulty.
I'd even say probably Torment. Let's try Torment 1, yeah.
Yeah.
Got some venom, and we splash it on her.
Yeah.
Oh, and she explodes. No.
I was gonna say, because that would help.
Thank you. Can we please leave this horrible place?
And look at her slowly wander out. Is she supposed to be old?
I don't know. Because she doesn't look it. She doesn't look like the person that was trapped in there
I
either.
become more powerful.
I thought he said, "Ah, come on."
It was terrible being stuck in there like that. Thank the gods you came along. What are you doing out here?
I seek a man taken by the coven.
What are you doing out here? I see, come on.
I saw them dragging someone into Leoric's manor house. Perhaps it was the man you seek. You might have a small bit of trouble reaching there, though. I'm not proud of this, but I stole the stuff of a powerful Khazra shaman. The Khazra went mad and chased me to the caves. You can find the stuff in my cart in the highlands. If you take it to the Khazra barricade, perhaps they will let you pass.
It's a spider.
Oh, let's see. I thought it was a light bulb.
A light bulb?
What is that? Hold on. Sorry.
So, Hunter, have you played this game before? Have you played any of the Diablos? I think we
Have you played any games?
Do you even like Disney?
Ugh. Oh. Okay. That's it.
Alright.
Wow.
Somebody Mario. Sounds exactly like.
I'm gonna win.
This is craziness. You know
The
this is
spirits
100%
grant me
fictional
blessings.
Game, but just imagine, like, being
Just imagine
Like-
being in a place where you can chill up to a push and a lightning moth comes out and attacks
That's
you.
what I'm saying. Look out! Did you see how big that was?
Yeah, it's a big moth. Pretty big. But in the same world, I can shoot a galaxy at people, so...
True.
We had it.
I don't know, the opposite way you are. That's how it always works.
Come this way.
Never played any Diablo game nor really watched it.
What?
Dark Souls. I don't. Have you done that? Have you played that? Dark Souls?
Yes. Oh, yeah. It's
Sounds super familiar.
It's like the game I was just playing that you were watching, Elden Ring. It's the same studio made that. Hold on. It sounds a little bit loud.
Gotcha.
A couple ticks.
Is it an online game?
I mean, there's an
Souls?
online component to it, but it's mainly like a one-player game.
Gotcha.
It's like a super challenging, like super punishing third person.
Punishing?
Yeah, like you have to learn stuff, and it doesn't give you a lot of like shortcuts to learn it. You have to either like, figure it out or it's notorious for being
Like, you need to already know how to play it before you play it?
no,
They
but
don't
like the
give you
process of
instructions?
learning is going to be like a lot of you going through
gonna go down
sort of
this
the same
cave.
process and dying over and over.
Oh. Oops.
And like if you go, like everything wants to kill you, has the capability to kill you, and like there's very few like rest areas in between. Oh, you just got a log to the head, right to the head.
That hurt. I really didn't, actually. She's like, nah, I'm fine. What, that twig?
Yeah, that's what you call memory loss, honey.
She didn't seem too affected by it.
Of course not. People who lose their memory don't seem affected at all unless you ask them about anything.
She's the witch. She's fine.
She just lost core childhood memories. Oh, but it's fun. It's like a lot of games will have like this one. There's story and dialogue and stuff that's all part of the quest.
Yeah.
Where you have to sort of go seek it out, and what they tell you isn't always like clear, and where you're supposed to go and what you're supposed to do isn't always clear. And I don't think there's like maps or.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't really.
But it's once you like start to get it, it can be very rewarding.
Yeah, I get that.
And like the feeling of accomplishing something like that challenging is very.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to beat that sort of.
Well, apparently my brain doesn't work today. What's the other game called? Baldur's Gate.
That's
I'm
like,
assuming it's nothing like that. That's like
that's
D&D.
probably almost the opposite, I would say. Not completely opposite, but that's a very.
There's
much
oops.
Oops.
See, I did it. Look at me.
It's very much like high fantasy in the same way, but Dark Souls, those sort of games
No,
are very dark.
I meant like there's like 100,000
good, I
things you
astound
can
myself.
do or not do.
Well, it has like a certain number of things you can do. It's not. I wouldn't say there's like a ton of options. It's more like you're just constantly facing mortal challenge.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like, you know, how I imagine like war in the 1800s was like. You're always going to be sort of up against someone who's going to take you out. You're not really prepared for it. But
It's fun.
it's very cool.
Long I have laboured to master the dark arts.
We still haven't finished,
Now I finally reap the
Baldur's
rewards.
Gate?
Yeah,
For
we haven't
Magda
finished
has
Baldur's Gate, that'll be
acknowledged
fun.
me. She promised me a special task that will bring endless glory
If
to
we
the
do that
Great
here, though,
One.
that's going to have to be
I can
like
hardly
serious-
rest until she reveals
dedicate
it
some
on the
serious time to
morrow.
it, which I would be down for.
What do you guys think? You want to see Baldur's Gate? It's like you don't know what it is, then you're missing out. It's like
You know what it is? I ain't gonna explain it to you.
no, it's like a really
Sounds fun.
so cool. It's so cool. It's like D&D.
Yeah, it is literally that. Not exactly, but it is.
I
The
mean,
mechanics
it's
of
like
it. Like
heavily based on D&D.
I mean, it's got dice rolls. It's got all the same classes, but like
It's so
playing
well
Baldur's
done.
Gate and playing D&D are still a bit different. But it's a lot of this. If you are familiar with one, you'll be familiar with the other.
I mean, for like a video game, like an RPG, it's so well done. Like the amount of time and effort and stuff that they put into it, and like the amount of different scenarios and different endings and different paths.
Just the way
that
you can approach
take.
stuff. Like,
Oh no,
like
no.
I remember one of the first big bosses I took out without him ever even seeing me.
Yeah.
Like I think I read this online somewhere, that you can hide and like throw something that causes him to move. It's like a little ball, like a grenade that propulses him, and if you throw it in a specific place, he'll just fall down this chasm, and you don't ever have to fight him.
Yeah, but also,
Or there's a lot of situations we've gone through where like we didn't have a boss encounter because you talked your way out of it.
yeah, I just love that there are endless possibilities, seemingly. Obviously, they're not endless, but I mean,
But endless.
yeah, but endless.
I mean, I know that there's still stuff, like I've read recently that there's been choices and dialogue trees that are still being uncovered.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and it's been out.
For a long time.
I mean, not a long time, but long
like
enough
hundreds of years.
in a game,
Nicely done.
in like gameplay time. It should words.
That's like what I
Normally,
sounded like in my interview yesterday. I go and I will, when we are to and it's like that.
No. You know what I'm trying to say.
I don't know if I do.
You don't.
I don't know
Okay.
if I fully do.
In game time, like normally a game comes out and like
My
within
spirit grows vast.
a week or two, like everything has been done, discovered, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for the fact that it's been out, like, I don't even know, I want to say a year.
Goatman.
It could have been more.
All of my
don't quote me
labours
on
were
it,
for
but
a bunch of rotten,
it's been out a long
stinky
time in game time.
Goatman. Magna
Game
claims that they will become
time.
our most valuable allies, and that the task is one that she can entrust to no one but me.
And the fact that there's
But
still
I know
stuff
my
being discovered.
Yes,
place.
that's what I'm trying to say.
I am
Or like
most
you could
bruisingly humble.
spend hundreds of hours in the game and go through another playthrough and have
And
a
it
totally
still
unique
be
experience.
different. Yeah, that's crazy.
Which usually the only way to do that is like a game like this, where all of the encounters are unique. All of the like you
Yeah, but
you
I'm
go through a
talking about-
combat heavy. I'm
Okay,
saying
hold up.
I'm saying you go through a combat heavy game where there's the unique experiences, the encounter with the boss or the encounter with the thing that's completely different. It's not usually the story is completely different.
Yeah,
Like,
this is the story itself. Like, literally, if you make a decision, it, like, can wipe out a whole race of people. And, like, the
we
whole
did- we
game
did
is
that.
different.
I got for those that have played it.
Like,
at
every
the-
decision that you make changes the entire game.
I did not like that lady in the what is it? It's not bards.
Yeah.
And then we couldn't recruit one of the other people. And
Yeah.
I was like, well,
And also,
Whoops.
I don't know, was it you? Somebody, like, didn't ever see a person,
oh yeah, that's there's at the
like, a
beginning.
main character,
You can miss them.
and then you'd never get
They're
them.
gone. Yep.
Like, that's crazy. And it's like a main character in the game.
That's what I would think. Like, what I would try to do if we did this on stream is that I want to stick with whatever we do.
Well, yeah, make it like,
Though new Tristram and the
Actual
fields
RPG.
surrounding
Well, I
it
mean,
have
like,
been
if we
resettled
fail
over
or we
the years,
succeed,
the
we
highlands
stick
remain
with whatever
empty,
our
save for the
Yeah,
crumbling
I
ruins of
agree.
Leoric's old
Like,
outposts.
because in our
no
game,
cheating,
we
no
did.
More
No,
than one
save
watchtower
spamming?
in his paranoia.
I think
But
you.
now
I
they
think
can't
that makes
even
it
ward
fun.
away goatmen and wild
Because that's
beasts.
ultimately the strength
A
of the game.
tragedy,
Is
really.
like, I think of D&D in general is like, it's not success or failure necessarily.
It's the story.
Yeah, it's
I
how
raise a
you approach it.
fool. I will raise an army of souls from these primitives and
it's
chain
they
them
provide the
to
same
my
thing. Like, if
invincible
success
will.
Could be like you do the thing you
With
want to,
these
or
heathens
failure
at
just
my
means
command,
maybe
the
you alert more
kingdoms of
people
the
than you
world
intended.
shall bow to the might of the Lord of Goats. I may have to work on the title a bit more.
Well, that's another thing. They'll pepper in some unique things.
Oh.
There's like, well, yes. Each playthrough, there's a chance for you to spawn a certain number of random things.
We're talking about Diablo now.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of games do this. Like Skyrim does that too. Like any given area can spawn like a fixed number of random encounters.
Do they still update this? Like, are they still doing patches and stuff?
I mean, they're doing new seasons.
That's
I
true.
imagine they must be doing something.
True. It's so different.
Yes. Well, that was intentional. I think a lot of people, like I said, when we first started playing this, I think this is a bit of a black sheep when it comes to these games because of how like arcadey it is. But that's what I love about it. I think it's fun. Like I've always enjoyed that part of games, like the power creep is what they call it, like incrementally becoming like unstoppable. You know. Just think it's fun. But then you'll come across something that like really challenges you, and then you're like, "Whoa!"
Isn't that what most games are?
No,
What do you mean, no?
not necessarily. Sometimes
Start
you
out
can
with
only
very
improve
good.
so much. Sometimes like the game isn't necessarily about like you getting more powerful. It's about how you adapt to the scenario. Like you have more elements that give you like control over people, as opposed to just being able to do more damage. Or the damage output that you do isn't really like you'll take out waves of people. You'll be able to take them out 10% faster. Where this one, like when you become powerful, these like guys like this, it's like nothing. And that's like starting from this where we just were, where you were literally running for your life from like a small mob. Yeah. But that's fun. Like that to me is a way to keep the game engaging, because as I said, normally when you're talking about a game like continuing to be interesting or unique, it's through stuff like this. That's why, you know, like online games are so popular, because they're a completely unique experience every time. Like you have the same core elements, but you're never going to have the same online battle with a group of humans twice. It's completely unique every time. You have to learn and adapt on the fly. And so it's like the same thing here. Like I have the same elements. I know what works and what doesn't. But the way that they like gang up on you, or the way like certain groups of enemies work together or not, makes the whole thing a unique challenge. Yeah. Like we could have played this 1,000 times. It doesn't make me like more or less prepared.
I don't have enough arcane power.
I just know sort of what to expect a little bit. But I won't like automatically win just because I've done this before.
Right.
The spirits smile upon me.
You kind of know like which skill tree, quote unquote, is really not a skill tree. Which
Well, a good game should allow you to play it a couple different ways, and I know that their like specific skills work better, but there's also
that's the issue. I usually like.
What's the issue, dear?
Turned off my mic.
I think, I know like in this game, they have the sets, and a lot of people were upset about that, but at the same time, within the season, there's a challenge where you can go through like a certain greater rift without any set armor on, and so... Well, like, I know that, like, at the very top end of play, only a set number of things actually work, because it's like, you're kind of fighting against the limit of what the game can provide you.
Yeah.
But up until that point, there's a wide range of stuff. Like, if you're not trying to climb the very top of the ladders, yeah, you can get to way far in the game without following the traditional builds. Like, I remember, like, playing with your dad... I was always really impressed in the ways he would be able to put stuff together. Like, he used to have a wizard that was all fire-based, but he didn't actually have any set items. And he was clearing stuff faster than I would, because he just maximized each individual stat to work together. Like, everything on his gear had, like, fire bonuses, and all of his skills were linked to it. It's like...
There's a lot of different ways.
Yeah, like, if you take the time to learn the systems, you can use them to your advantage. Now... At a certain point, it's not going to work, because like, it's just a numbers game. But up to like 95% of the game, you'd be able to play it with that game and be successful. Because that's the thing. Like, why provide all the options if only 4 of them are going to be good? You know?
What?
Why provide all these choices? If only a handful of them are actually good. Like that's I never understood that about games. Like if you clearly want to make one choice the best, then why give me 5 choices?
Yeah.
But then it's just like, you know, you're given the illusion
of choice.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, check this out. Wow.
It's like glowing.
Yeah, he's powered up. Wow. Wow.
It's a treasure.
I like this lava basketballs that Obi from downtown.
Uh-oh. I need arcane power.
No, I don't. So what are like the favorite parts of your games? I kind of talked a little bit about the things that I liked about this game.
Sorry, real quick.
Yeah.
Can we go back
I am
real quick?
returning
Sure.
to town.
Because I died too many times in the previous.
Like if you could pick and choose mechanics from any game and blend them together, like what were the things you would choose?
Oh my goodness, that's such a large question.
Like here's another question. What about this game would you remove, or would you be okay with giving up? I would keep the staff because you can extract the power.
Sorry, I can't think and do.
You can mass salvage and it's not gonna.
What?
Well, yeah, you want that.
I'm confused though because I don't think I saw that. But I probably didn't look. Clearly.
Ooh, try the Fey
Oh,
bobble.
yeah. And
And
then
see
I
if you
hit
can.
the-
Yeah, the nope. Gasping quill. Wow. Now go back to the right, to the right, to the left. Okay, now check.
Check what?
Your the thing you were just using over here. Your weapon.
Ooh, look at that snake.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
Okay, and it's click on it and scroll down. See if it's better. Battle staff. No, those are still better. So do battle staff.
But I don't have a gem in it.
True. So what's the ceiling? You have 934 is what it's at now. It's 1030. So you need to clear 1030 for it to be worth it.
Okay.
Large question, Hunter said. Well, she's thinking about it. Hunter, do you
Oh, large question.
like
I already forgot what the question
I was saying if you were going to take either elements of a game or elements of this game to make it your perfect game, what would those elements be?
That's the large question.
That's the large question.
I don't know. I mean,
that I'm certain you will love.
they're so different.
Don't say
True.
This
You were
is who
right.
I want.
If we had
Do we not
recruited
have the
more
gem
soldiers-
person yet?
No.
Boo.
But you can still socket it.
Do I
You just have to do it
them?
from your inventory. I don't know, do you?
I don't know. Do
I
I?
don't, do you?
Not really.
Not well, you don't want to use that.
Yeah.
Probably do red. Not much.
Okay. So.
Put the red ruby in there.
Oh my goodness! What? I keep hitting the wrong buttons. Here. Yeah. Thank you.
You do it.
Thank you. You do it. I can't think and do
Yeah,
that.
while she's doing
Okay.
this is Andrew now
Yeah.
taking over. So I have a number I'm trying to reach.
So what was the second thing you asked? And so that
So either it's
large
like
question?
either it's this one, like this game, what would you change about it? Or is there anything about
what would I change about this game?
yeah,
I don't
or are there any
know.
or other games in general, like what make them your ideal
They're
game?
so okay, because I like to play. Like I love to play this game with you, especially. And then like, but this and Baldur's Gate are totally different.
Yeah.
And then Baldur's Gate and like Pal World are totally different. But I like all of those games. I also love like Donkey Kong. So it's hard to say like one specific game.
Oh, but I'm asking you.
I know, but you can't.
I can.
It's for like different
Oh, I
moods.
can.
Like sometimes you want to play like D&D and like have it be totally story. Like I love that. I love that like Baldur's Gate, the story is so incredibly like complex, and you could tell that they just like put so much work into it.
Yeah.
And your choices actually matter.
Yes.
I hate that when your choices don't matter. Like, they give you all these choices, and then it's like,
Everything's,
well, it's
made up
literally
and
the
the
same
points
every
don't
single
matter.
time. Yeah. But I also love Fable. Like, Fable's super fun. It's funny.
Yeah.
I know I didn't answer your question.
Well, so like,
But there are so many different types of games that I like. And it depends on, how I'm feeling, what I want to play. Like, we were playing Pal World earlier, and that's super fun and super, like, lighthearted. And, you've got monkeys on your back that shoot cannons, and, like, that's fun. And you catch these animals in balls. Like... And then we played this game, and it's super fun, too, but I also definitely think there's nostalgia to this game. For me, a lot.
yeah. But if you're going to take, like, what is it do you think about this particular game that you enjoy? Is it just playing with me?
No, because I like to play together, or I like to play it on my own.
Okay.
When I'm, like,
what
I'm
elements
into
of the
it.
game speak to you the most, do you think?
Oh, man. I don't know, when you get really powerful and you walk in and you can just, like, demolish, like, 7,000 monsters at a single time, like, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, at the beginning, before I knew what everyone said and all the little books that were read to you said, like...
Children love the books.
I love the effort that's put into all the side conversations and all the like little quips and jokes that they make, like, in the background, and the storyline even of this. Like, I think it's super cool.
So I'm hearing, like,
Story.
you
I
want to
love the
feel
story.
capable. Do you feel like...
Yeah, I don't want it to be so hard that you can't, like, progress. Because I may do that at the beginning and, like, stick with it, but eventually I'm going to be like, yeah, that's a lot of mental energy being poured into that.
So, simple, but not too simple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I know we played, like, one time where we played, like, hardcore on this.
I'll tell you
Where,
one
like,
time.
You die.
Yeah, you die in the game, you die in real life.
Stop it.
What? You were saying the same thing?
No, but if you die, your character's gone forever, and, like, I don't know, that's not very fun to me.
It's not?
No! Because you're saying, like, if you play with that same character for, like, months, and then they die, and you're like, well, crud.
Yes, that is true. Well, crud is very true. But on the flip side, everything matters. And the way you play is totally different then.
True.
And that's kind of like, I guess, the appeal of a game like Dark Souls is like this sort of, it's all hardcore. You don't lose everything, but you have the capability to lose, like, certain things permanently. And then that means you have to take every encounter seriously. There's nothing that you can do just offhand.
Yeah.
You have to take time with everything that you do.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But I also, like, I don't know if it's that I get distracted sometimes, or, like, that I have children. But, like, if somebody calls your name and you have to jump up in the middle of playing, like, and then you lose everything, like, that's frustrating to me. I wouldn't like that, no. So, yeah, no. But I also really like, I know you're saying arcadey, and I agree, especially the, I can't think of any words today. Adventure mode. But I think it's cool. I like that, like, I like the list of things, like, if you do this, then you'll get rewarded with this. Like, I think, like, the seasonal rewards, and, go kill this boss in this world.
Yeah.
Like, and how those are different each time, too. I think that's super cool. I like it. It definitely is.
There you go, guys. She likes it.
It is arcadey. I don't know how to answer your question.
I'm just trying to say, like, what is Chelsea's perfect game?
I don't know. I don't have one. It depends on my mood. Depends on the day.
Well, give me then.
I love a good story. I love, like I said, when you can tell that details, like the little things, are paid attention to, like, like the background conversations and, just like extra little things. I love games with humor in them. Like, that's super fun.
Is it do you not like serious games, or is it?
No, I do. But you can, break the tension, right? It's really probably a lot about the story. But I also don't... I think you're right. I don't want it to... I want it to be difficult, but I don't want it to be so difficult, that you can't...
It's oppressive.
Yeah, that you can't move forward. Old games, I feel like were totally like that. They were so hard that, you would never beat the game.
Yeah.
And I'm talking I don't know, almost like old arcadey games that are made to never win.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that. So yeah, something that's
Well, I guess it depends on the way you look at it, because it's either you never win or there's something that's always challenging you. Yeah. It's kind of like two sides to that coin.
I want to be able to beat the game if I progress the way that they set me up to progress. Then I want to be able to beat the game. I also don't love games. My ideal game would be a little bit of leading you to what to do. Mm-hmm. I know some people hate that. They want it to just be totally open world.
They usually call that conveyance, in a game that has good conveyance, i.e. conveying the steps that are supposed to, you don't have to be told what to do, but it should be clear what step A and step B are.
Yeah, exactly. I don't need a word for word guide on where to go and what to do, but I also don't want to spend 30 minutes in an area because I can't figure out what the goal is.
Yeah. You want to talk to the ghost of Garbat?
In the dead one, we can share it, yes. You will help.
I don't think he's saying.
I was gonna say, I can't understand
what he's saying. Destroy the shamanic wards around garbage. Garbage! Garbage! No, got good.
Is that it?
I don't know.
I get life. You get death.
I get life, you get death. Well, that's not very kind.
Oh, mama!
It's a big pig! You could be a big pig, too. Even this game, the whole, there is no cow
you can
level.
Keep your faith for yourself.
That's
I
fun.
astound even myself.
Guess what, guys? There is a cow level.
No. They said there isn't.
I know.
They wouldn't lie.
I think that's funny. And I just like this game.
Oh, the little light. But why do you like this game?
Why do you like this game?
I like this game because it's something that I've spent time on, and it consistently gives me things to do. It didn't stop having an interesting thing to do. Some games, you can
This cannot be
stop,
opened yet.
and that's great on their own, but I like something that I can consistently sort of play when I want to.
I
The
missed
spirits
what
grant
you
me
said.
blessings.
I'm sorry. I was trying to follow, but I missed the beginning and then I lost. I want to be able to respond, but I don't know what you said.
Well, in a
You want to
way,
be able to play
I kind
when
of
you want to
said
play? Is that what you said?
No. This is a kind of game that it's power creep, right? You're constantly getting better. And so, a game like that where you're going to spend time in it and then for it to just end would be really disappointing. And so it has almost two games in it. There's the pre-game and the post-game. And games like Borderlands are also like that. Or some games they call it New Game Plus.
Yeah,
The whole purpose is for you to get more and more powerful. And then if it suddenly was just well, you've done everything you can do, that would be
now you're powerful and
okay, well then why did I just spend all that time to get max power to then do it?
Yeah.
And they're not obligated to provide a game that goes on forever.
Yeah.
But the elements of this game, like I said, that you can start off one way and then through your own sort of ability choose any path to move forward is really interesting. Now the worst part of this game is like sometimes that can involve finding like one thing and it drops very rarely, and it can be annoying.
Having to
it can get grindy.
Farm for a specific weapon. Yeah, I don't love that either.
But even that, you could take time to work a different pathway into it. You just have to spend the time to understand like what you're going to do.
I also
and I don't always want to do it.
Yeah, I also understand though, like there's only so many things that the game developers can do.
Yeah. But I kind of think about it like it's almost like a puzzle that you're trying to solve, right? Like what's the puzzle that allows me to progress? What combination of things can I try? What skills can I choose that solves the puzzle? And the puzzle is like, I can't do enough damage, I can't survive.
Yeah.
You know. And it's not like twitchy, and I don't know if you know what that means, but like reaction time is like a Twitch-based game, like not Twitch the streaming platform, but like your ability to respond in real time. Like Dark Souls is very much. Dark Souls is very much a twitchy game. Like you have reaction times. You need to hit stuff, like and react and react and react. And
My
it's like,
knowledge increases.
This game doesn't require you to like always be on. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you can have time to, even in the midst of a battle, like you can mess up and still kind of progress, where in some of those other games like Dark Souls or those other like really, or even like online games, like if you don't, I know, why did I get all of it? It was your guy. This is gold wrap. Boom.
I don't know how you always know those things.
It's just, they all have unique art.
You've played this game a lot.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
Well, I'm saying, like, there are games that are similar to this that have, like, power creep elements, but they also require a human element of, like, you have to respond in time or you're not going to win.
You're reminded, like, when you say twitchy like that, it reminds me of the Twitch. Because those are, like, you know, you have to, like, hit the...
Yeah, that's quick time events. But it's like that, except...
That
yeah, it's a great game. But it's, like, in combat. And so...
Yeah.
You have to do a combination of inputs, or like online games. That's why a lot of people, myself included, don't like get into like a lot of online shooters, because if I don't play enough, I'm never gonna be able to be good enough to win. Period. Like it's just never gonna happen. And so like I don't have 100 hours to dedicate to this, so I'm never gonna play it. Like because
you can't win. Yeah,
right. There's no possibility to win. And that just feels.
Unless you have like unless you just play it.
Yes. And even then, if your skill set doesn't align with what the game's asking you to do, like you aren't like very consistent in how you aim, or you're not very consistent in like your reaction time, then even spending time on the game, there's still a ceiling, and that's just very defeating.
I agree.
And a game like this, while there is stuff you have to pay attention to, it's more like resource management and like position management.
Yeah.
It's not very much, I'm not like constantly like hitting buttons and like my hands are sweating. And I'm just scraping by. Now there are moments where I have to stop and pay attention, but at the same time.
That also comes with, we have played this game a lot.
But even when I'm like first starting, the tension comes with, oh no, I've put myself in a place I can't get out of, or oh no, I've ran out of this resource, or oh no, I didn't put the right puzzle pieces together, i.e. my armor.
Yeah.
And there is a solution that doesn't just rely on me being able to press the button X fast enough.
Yes, 100% agree.
If that's the solution, if that's the solution, then it's like, okay, well, I guess I'll never be that. I'll just give up. And I understand the appeal of those games, but those are like, I don't love getting into them. That's the reason I struggle with fighting games. Like, as much as I love to play like a Street Fighter or Smash Brothers or stuff like that, it's all very like, there's a human element, which is fun, but it also, again, if you don't have the time to prepare, it's never going.
Yeah, that's another game that I really liked, was Detroit Become Human.
You were going to say Street Fighter, and I was like, I've never, ever heard of you even playing that game. Do you know? Have you heard of that or played that game before?
Nope. Finish him. That's all I can
That's
think
Mortal Kombat.
of.
Yes,
I
very
know.
similar to that. Yes, same
With
idea.
Button masher.
Do 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 do. But that's the thing. It's like,
Who can hit the buttons faster?
or who knows like the combination of inputs.
That will win every time.
Yeah. Check this out. Oh,
Mistress,
gotcha.
it is my pleasure to report
Gotcha,
that I have broken the prisoners from Wortham. Words have flowed from their mouths like blood from a wound. Our summoners can retrieve the weapon
so aware
at
of
your
that stuff. It's
command,
really funny, 'cause
and the enemy
I appreciate
shall
it,
be none
'cause
the
it's,
wiser.
you know. You know what? That's fine. He wants to do that. I'm not gonna try and let him get the other ones going. You know, I've just never done much of
I didn't think I could get any better.
Like in real life. In real life.
Yeah.
Like some friends you play online with.
Well, that's because I'm playing online, and I'm playing those games that I'm talking about. That I like, but I also hate. And yeah, the frustration. But that's like, there are ways around that. A game like Halo, I think, is really fun, even though it's an online shooter, because, well, it isn't just like shooting. You can do a lot of different things, a lot of different movements. You can get shields, like you can get different guns, and like you can just kind of get lucky and still sort of succeed. Where, oh, there's a guy. A game like Modern Warfare, you're gonna kind of need to be good at shooting the gun.
I also really love resource management, like city builder games.
What is it about resource management
Or
that's so
what-
fun to you?
Do you think that,
Because
like,
I personally
Hospital,
don't care for
like
it.
2 Point Hospital,
That would be fun to play. I would like to watch it.
Planet Zoo.
I don't like to play those games. I just don't.
Love them.
They stress me out.
I will enjoy this.
That's one that's like in a different way. I don't know if you've ever played Age of Empires,
I haven't, but
Age of Wonders. That's
my
like one your brother
always
loves.
thought that
But it's
I
also
would
very like person and resource management type game.
I love that.
And I will always be outclassed.
I wanted
And
to
so
play like villains.
I will never win.
You dare attack
play
me?
it like you play as a supervillain, but it's like a resource management game.
Yeah. It's I think it's called Supervillain, isn't it? Supervillain.
Something like that.
It's not Supervillain.
Villain. Chilling like a villain.
Chilling like a villain. All right, we're going the wrong way. Always. But yeah, there's like mood definitely is a factor in games for sure.
Yeah.
But like I know that first-person games is it because of the motion sickness part of it? So those are just gonna be non-starters. Oh, over here.
Freezer goblin.
Buckets!
I had like a
Buckets! From downtown! Goes for the hope! The dream! Wow. I do love the sound design. That's good. Wow.
Wow, wow, wee, wow.
Just got all that stuff.
What was I saying?
I do like...
Oh, the wizard. Like I have a wizard in this game.
You're a wizard.
Wizardary. That has, is it a ring? Whatever the set is.
Yeah.
Basically, you just press one button,
Yes.
and every single one of your skills rotates through.
Yeah, it's called the Orb of Infinite Depth. It's an excellent, and I think it's so funny that they chose to use the wizard to do that because they're typically like the most intelligent, and it becomes like the most simple build to play. Yeah, you literally are just pressing this the whole time, and it does everything for you. It's honestly awesome. It's amazing. Yeah. There's another one like that that's like electric based. I think it's called like Manal something. But it makes your electrical powers jump to like 40 people.
Oh, everybody just gets electrocuted.
Yeah. And then there's another one that I love, like on the monk, where it applies
like
this.
A hand?
Yes, and then everybody blows up. It's awesome.
Like you just run through the crowd of
You
people.
legitimately that's
Like,
the one
smack
where
them all. They all should have had a V8.
Yes, you hit him once, and then you come back with the next thing. And it's just like a wave. You're just like, "Ugh!" So especially when you get to those skeletons.
I do like that part of this
Yeah,
game. That's what works.
Exploding skeletons in one hit and 100 skeleton bones go flying. It's so satisfying.
Well, there's also with
So satisfying.
the barbarian, the stomp or whatever.
Oh yes, that's a great one. That's one that you can also link with like the jump. They have the boots that cause an earthquake every time you jump. You're just like bouncing around, like stomping on stuff. It's so fun.
I agree.
But that would be the thing that like on the other end of that, I would love to design like a build, be able to just like mix and match all the silliest things together.
That would be cool if they let like community members
Make
Are
suggestions.
there any mods for this game?
I don't know. I've never honestly thought about
I
it.
haven't either. Oh, there's more people we missed.
That's all right.
Kill them all.
I mean, they are a coven,
If my old masters could see me now.
but not your kind.
I was gonna say, not a witch doctor. Evil witch.
Evil.
Evil. Name that show. Anybody?
Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy.
Not you.
That's the
The
show.
people.
But that's in the universe. That's the show.
Yeah.
That was the joke.
I get it.
Do you?
I do.
Get my joke?
Do you get my joke?
What happened to the book?
It's gone.
Orders from Magda.
There is a new piece to the game. A girl named
SpongeBob,
Leah.
yes.
My spies tell me she is the child
Nice
of the
one,
witch
Hunter.
Adria, who is hiding in the
tough.
deserts of
Pretty
Chaldean.
tough. Yeah.
Bring this
Mermaid
news
and
to the
Barnacle
master
Boy.
at once.
We're not going to count that one.
He's unstoppable. No mortal
He's
could
unstoppable.
stop him. She is here.
She is
Not
here.
she's a
Are a sick
Blob it.
projection.
I will purge
From downtown.
Delay
for
him
3.
while I prepare his demise in the depths below.
It's dangerous.
How about them
not escape
cheese,
us, Magda.
everyone? Either that or
Fly, Eagles, fly.
yeah. We're a divided household here.
We're barely
So-
divided. We're in 2 different divisions.
Horrible things to us.
I seek another man.
It's a win-win
prisoner
Super Bowl
in
season
rags.
in this household.
The man with the golden
I mean,
eyes.
I'll be sad.
I saw
That's what
Magda
she's
taken
pleased,
into Leoric's old
but at
torture
the same time, I'll be
chambers
happy.
below us.
Rest now.
I
will
mean, it would be the
punish
first ever
Magda and her
3-peat for the
cultists.
Chiefs, which is pretty cool.
How about them cheese? Chiefs burger.
Chiefs Burger.
Cheeseburger. Name that movie.
That was a commercial.
No. I said
Oh,
cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger.
Yeah.
So I was like, the Chiefs Burger thing. That was a
No.
local. That was a local commercial.
This is one of Andrew's favorite movies.
Cheeseburger. But you can't run away from your own feet. I wanted to run away that day. You did it, Chicken Brett.
First ever 3-peat NFL game. Yeah.
I think it's also the first time that they've made it to the Super Bowl to even get to 3.
3 in a row.
Am I right or am I right?
Not even
I don't know if
the
that's true.
Patriots.
No, I don't think that they ever went to 3 Super Bowl titles. I'm pretty sure. I think all the rest of them have ended at the championship.
Got him. Hold
Yeah.
up. Wait.
Hey.
Okay, wait, for real.
True. Hunter says true, and we all
True,
believe
true,
Hunter.
true,
Thank you,
true.
Hunter.
Thanks, Hunter.
Thank you, Hunter. Oh, an asset guy. That's what it says. That's the only, I think, if you're talking about one of the weaknesses of the game, is that there are a certain number of things that you will just never care about. Like, a majority of the items
you
just don't matter. And that's like...
Yeah, but you can break them down.
I know, but then it's like,
items.
why not just have those pick up as their base resources, you know? Like,
yeah.
Why wouldn't you just pick up...
Or maybe you could even do with leveling, like, you know, I don't know.
I agree. And that's what they were, like, hoping to do with 4, and I think what they did is that while they did do that, they almost made it more complicated.
Oh, I 100% think... No, they were trying to make it more complicated.
Well, they were trying to make it more, like, viable. You could do anything, literally, with any build. You could truly use any build anytime.
All 8 back-to-back teams didn't make it to the Super Bowl the next season.
Yeah.
Wow. We're just that good.
No.
Hey, we deserve it, you know? All the haters out there.
All the haters out there, listen up, haters.
Don't
hate.
I'm just saying.
Hey, come on.
The whole time.
How about them Chiefs?
Okay, listen to this. People didn't even sell Chiefs merchandise in, like, NFL shops that I'd, like, go in, and they had every single team except for the Chiefs. Even after we won our first Super Bowl, they still, like, barely sold any Chiefs stuff.
Yeah.
So that's how terrible we were for, like, 50 years.
There's a series online. John Boyce, B-O-I-S, is the guy that put it together through Secret Base, I think is what they call it now. Used to be, Chart Party or Nerd City, not Nerd City. I forget. He had a couple different ones, but he put together this, like, the one play or the one series that changed the history of the NFL forever, and it was when Todd Haley was coaching the Chiefs. They gave up like 97 penalty yards on one drive. What? Basically, they had one drive where the Chiefs allowed back-to-back penalties and allowed the team to net like 5 yards and get 97 yards down the field. And they were already like a losing season, so that, you know, he was on the way out. But they say, you know, when they talk about in the media like discipline, it usually refers to they had too many penalties. Like, the leadership will say, oh, it was a lack of discipline. No, like in general. Like, your ownership isn't going to come out and say, oh, well, the coach allowed too many penalties, that's why we fired him. It was like, oh, the players weren't disciplined enough, or there was a lack of, like, leadership, which typically translates to mean it's because they allowed too many penalties. Because, like, part of your job as a head coach is to keep your team disciplined, i.e. reduce the amount of penalties that you're allowing your team to commit. And so that game was so bad.
Yeah, but a lot of times, you're saying that's what it is a lot of the time, because I feel like a lot of the time they don't have a well-rounded team. Like, they'll have like 1 or 2 players.
Yeah, but if you're talking about, if you go back and look at, like, when people like criticize the discipline of a player, they're typically talking about when they commit a penalty. I almost said a felony.
Yeah.
Like, this player was not disciplined, and that falls back on the coach.
Yes.
The coaches, like offensive coordinator, head coach, typically feel the heat for that. And so when you have a series like that where you're giving up almost 100 yards in penalties, and then you're let go like the next 2 or 3 weeks, and you hear in the papers that they talk about like the lack of discipline during that game, people are putting 2 and 2 together and saying, oh, it's because of all these penalties. Now, they didn't come out and say it, but he makes this argument that, okay, well, he allowed all these penalties, it's probably why he got fired, and if he would have stayed on, then the window would have been closed to hire Andy Reid. But because it happened so egregiously and they let him go in the middle of the season, the person that replaced him actually ended up staying on for another year. Whereas if he wouldn't have, he would have gotten fired the next year. So it created this very perfect window for Andy Reid to show up and then Patrick Mahomes to show up, and they went from like a 2-14, 3-15, whatever season to like one of the most winning franchises in the last 10 years. So it was basically like Todd Haley causes his team to have 97 yards of penalties, which led to the Chiefs having multiple Super Bowl runs. Like, it's that meme that you've seen where it's like the small little domino at the bottom. Like, your team commits an egregious number of penalties to the Chiefs have now three-peated, you know?
It's the butterfly effect?
Yeah, domino effect. Anyway, I highly recommend it. He does a lot of good stuff. He also
yeah,
does.
You're right. Hunter people hate people who win a lot. They're just, I mean,
I hated the Patriots.
So did I.
mean, goodness, nobody wanted to see Tom win, but he did win, and he won a lot.
And I get it. It's 3 in a row, but like the Patriots had, it wasn't just 3 in a row. I mean, it was never 3 in a row. You know what I'm saying?
No, but it was like 7 over 15.
Bye, Hunter.
Bye.
You're gonna work at 5?
No, he's getting ready to leave work.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Not leaving
I was
for
so
work.
confused. I was like, man.
Yeah, that would be rough.
5 o'clock on a Friday night.
I mean, maybe he's moonlighting as like a singer or something. You know?
That's true.
What was that Duke from Parks and Rec?
Duke.
Yeah, when Ron Swanson is the saxophone player. Is his name Duke something?
I don't know. Yeah, that's funny.
I want to say Duke Ellington, but that's an actual musician.
What is his name?
I don't know, but that's what I'm like, his secret album.
My power grows vast.
My power grows fast.
How does that feel?
Not good. Not good, Bob.
Good. Not good.
How does that feel?
I literally looked at your name on there and thought it said Kiswid. I'd be like, that's a good one.
Mr. Fizzwidget. Isn't that his name?
I don't know. What are you talking
No, Fizzleweight.
Fozziewitz?
Whatever it is.
I am convinced that some malevolent being is attempting to wrest control of my thoughts away from me.
This is such a
Voices direct me to horrendous acts, and there are times when I seem unable to control my body. Lazarus knows. This is certain. He looks at me strangely when he thinks me otherwise disposed.
But see, this little side,
Yeah.
just like
Excellent.
a chef's kiss, you know? Like you're going through this, castle?
I mean, this enormous otherworldly. I always liken this to like
What do you call it? Anyway, whatever.
castle dungeon.
Yeah, you get to learn about the king and like that he was going.
Ooh.
Plague of toads.
Renho.
Now seek out enemies that can explode twice.
Renho. The only reason that it's better is because it's got the gem in it, and so you just need to unsocket it, resocket it, and it'd be better.
I know. What
Ow.
do I do?
Go back to town.
So just for now, leave it. Yeah.
Or go back to town real quick. I don't care.
Summon more paths.
But yeah, the story of him like slowly becoming more and more insane.
Yes.
But I also, what I was saying is like, I know that this is a physical place, and obviously like this map.
I mean, this is a game. It's not really a physical place.
I'm saying in the game, this building is like, it's this size, you know, it's this ginormous thing. But I also sort of liken it to like, you're navigating a place you don't fully know. And so I don't know if in reality it's actually as big as what it is, or if it's like just the game sort of translating being lost. Because like this would be like a 15 million square foot, like
Yeah.
multi-cavernous, multi-level. Like, what is the purpose for all of this? Like, size of this castle?
Well, for all the monsters, of course.
So I've always just kind of, it's like a bit of like stretching the truth. Like if you were going to go back and talk about your journey through the tunnels and it was like miles and miles of caves, it's like maybe in reality it wasn't actually, but it sure felt like it. What do they call it? Magical realism. Where it's like, it's not exactly maybe supposed to be one for one what is in reality, but it provides the feeling.
Speaking of books.
Speaking of books.
Some magical realism. I'm on the third. Wow.
You got it.
The new book in the Fourth Wing series is out. Onyx Storm. And I'm reading it right now.
And?
I'm excited to see where it goes. It's been good so far.
Yeah, what's the best part?
I can't tell you. You haven't read it.
You're going to tell me your favorite part.
We haven't even finished the second book. I'm not going to spoil it. Major spoilers.
Spoilers?
Major spoilers.
Well,
what
do you think? Is it what you thought or not?
I don't know if I had a thought.
Alright.
Like, I didn't, well, I do have a theory. I have theories.
You share.
The theories. I want to, but okay, if we're going to talk about it, let's talk about the first.
Okay, so in the end of the first book, my theory was...
hold on. So let's talk about the first book. Okay. This will be like a little test
Book
to
number
see
one.
if we can even do like a podcast or whatever, a stream on...
Stream on!
On books.
I am Asilla, once queen to our beloved Leoric. My servants and I were consumed by his madness.
This is so
Now
bad.
I give you my blessing, champion, to release my people from their eternal torment.
Oh, man.
What? You can't what?
So book number one.
So we're talking about Fourth Wing.
Fourth Wing.
'Cause I'm sure all the people who like to watch
Diablo.
play
There's a
Diablo.
Venn diagram. They're basically overlapped. People who
I
like...
also want to read Fourth Wing.
But you know what?
That's
I'm a part of that.
me too.
Listen, it's a good story. Okay? I felt like what it's set up for when you kind of go back. I mean, in the moment when you're reading it through the first time.
So spoilers for Fourth Wing.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
it's
think
how many years old at this point?
I think it does
the first book.
a really good job of like establishing stakes, like what's at stake for her. So you've got
I don't know what you mean.
Violet, who's like portrayed as being very weak, very fragile, very frail, given this sort of like almost unlimited power is what it feels like, and still like it's not enough is almost what it seems. And so that to me was the most interesting part. It's like what she's choosing to do in spite of, you know, what she's up against, what she continues to do. It's just very interesting to me because it's not something I think you see very often, like a character like that. Normally, it feels like they are given like the key to something that they always had all along, you know? Like they were always this skill type of person, but they just didn't realize it. But she was not. She had to kind of earn everything. And then at a certain point, it's also like revealed that she bonds with
turn.
basically, yeah, what I kind of is like a limitless source of power is kind of what she talks about, like what it feels like. And so the question is like, why her? You know, why was she given that right? What is she going to do with it? Like, how will it affect her? They talk about like burning out. You know, there's all these sort of things put up in the air. But I don't think her at the core has fundamentally changed. It's just like she's more of a confident like person. It's like the kind of likened to like figuring out what your purpose is. You know, that's what a lot of it feels like. Like what you thought your life was going to be growing up, and what you have to do to kind of keep going. And like, what are you going to do with the roles and responsibilities you're given in a world that's not fair? You know, that's the most compelling part of the book series to me. I don't know if you want to take like a step back and sort of like talk at a higher level what the book is, but that's like my impression of the first book was like the weight of responsibility. And like, you can't, even with all the power that she has, there's still stuff that is not possible to do, you know? Like, there are still limits, even in like a fantastical reality. And so it's like dealing with the reality of the world, reality of life, kind of like what does it mean? What's my purpose? I find like a lot of that resonated with me in that book.
Yeah, like how am I going to survive?
Yeah, and like there are parts of it that you feel like you've made leaps and bounds ahead. And you've gained all this like power, you know, or influence or whatever it might be. And then there's still something that like happens that you can't predict or won't be able to see.
Yeah.
Like life will still find a way to put you on your heels.
Yeah, it's got a lot of good. It's got, you know, it's got enemies to lovers. It's got found family.
If my old masters could see me now.
Jeez. That was a different type of. They have specialty treasure goblins. We just took out one that carries resources and gems. Yeah, the enemies to lovers thing is like, I don't know. I didn't find it like that gripping. Like whether or not, I think the more gripping part of it was the like, I kind of liken it to like, I don't know, just a disillusionment. You know, like I remember you talking a lot about like your experience going from like high school to college, and you had like this dream of what your efforts were going to be in high school, and what they translated to be in reality wasn't the same weight as what you anticipated them to be. And I think about that a lot within the context of this book of like, especially with her relationship with Dane. Like that's a childhood sort of young adult thing that she's clinging on to, when the reality of it is that this person is not like who she thought he was.
Yeah.
And it's like you have to
grow up.
Yeah, you grow up, you have to like, you change, other people change, and like how they respond to like your wants and needs. You know, that's another thing I really liked about it, is how they portray like her kind of owning,
like being mature, a little bit
control.
mature.
Yeah, like not allowing something like that to influence or allow you to make a poor decision just because it's like we've known each other for a long time. Well, that doesn't give you the right to like violate my boundaries or.
Yes, as I love that it shows
Freedom. At long last, freedom.
I mean, there's unhealthy relationship dynamics for
Sure.
sure, but she also.
Every relationship there's healthy and unhealthy parts.
Yeah, but
That's
she
part of,
also like
you continue to grow in a relationship to make your relationship more and more healthy.
End his evil forever.
But sorry, go ahead.
like the female heroine, you know, being like, I don't deserve this.
Yeah.
This is what I deserve and what I don't deserve. That's refreshing.
Yeah, because a lot of times it's portrayed as like, oh, well, he's my oldest friend, so I must trust him,
Well,
or
not
he
just
would
not
never
even
do this
that.
to me.
Even with Zayden, like,
Oh yeah,
I deserve to be told the truth.
Am I alone
yeah,
here?
which also like reminded me of my relationship with you. I mean, that was a lot of like what, in order to be in a relationship with you, you held standards that you were not willing to compromise on, and like that type of, you know, faith in yourself, grounding, like self-confidence and boundaries, like you don't see that portrayed in popular media all that often. You more commonly, just because it's usually like more exciting, quote unquote, to have like a kind of unhealthy balance because there's more drama to it, you know.
Yeah,
If
I mean,
there's that back and forth, makes for a more juicy story. But it also creates like, I don't know, really unhealthy expectations.
which way are we supposed to be going? This way or this way?
I think the yellow. I'm pretty sure.
I think so too. Yeah,
Because like him to say like Zayden talking about like what you do and don't need. You do and don't need this. So it's like that's not for you to say. Like I'm talking about what he is and isn't willing to share.
Right.
You know, almost trying to dictate like what she wants for
My
her.
curse upon you!
That's a thing that always bugs me. Like let them speak for themselves. Oh,
My
here we go.
lord, the prisoner is ready, as you requested.
Thank you, Lazarus. Your loyalty is invaluable in the midst of all these traitors. And you, my dear, my own wife and queen, conspiring against our kingdom.
My love, I swear, I have never betrayed you.
So good.
Oof.
And that's why her head's detached.
Lies. Until the very end.
The time of my lord's true awakening is at hand. That fool, Leoric, was only able to resist him because he did not yet possess his full power. With the queen dispatched as a traitor, I may now devote myself fully to preparing the boy for the presence of my master.
Ulterior motives.
Look at my helmet.
Oh wow. You really got some spike. You gotta watch yourself.
Yeah.
Poke me in the eye.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what were some like what takeaways did you have from the? I know you've read through now. Put yourself back into the first book before you know what you know now.
Well, I want to know, since you haven't read the second book, you've read part of it, like, what, 8 chapters or something?
Yeah.
I don't want to give any spoilers.
So there's
I'm
obviously,
trying to
there's
like,
the-
what was the end of it? Like, I wasn't prepared to talk about this necessarily right now, so.
There's the ticking clock, right? So it's like what is being told versus what is real. You know, there's that.
How did it end? I don't even remember that. I don't want to.
It was the appearance of spoilers, the Venom, right? Like that's what capped off at the end of War Games. That they know, the Atos knows essentially that they're conspiring. Zayden and the other rebellion people are.
Oh yeah, they
conspiring
come back
against.
and then it's graduation. Oh yeah, isn't that how it ended?
Yes.
They come back and it's graduation, and do we find out where Zayden is going?
No, he hadn't got his orders yet.
Okay.
But they show up and essentially are like, you know, we're still here.
Tried to kill us.
Yes. And then he's like, secrets die with those that keep them. Right. Secrets die with those that keep them.
No, secrets. Yeah.
So, you know, it's like what I don't understand yet is the motivation of the college. Like, it just seems like at this point, like they're evil for the sake of being evil. Like they're holding back information for the sake of holding back information because at this point it doesn't seem like it makes
College or
yeah,
Navarre?
the college. I don't know how Navarre must extend to the king. Essentially, like, the knowledge of what's really going on. It seems to stem, I mean, from my perspective, mainly from the college, but it's probably also back up to whoever is in control.
I grow in power.
But, like, why they're not preparing for it more? Because it's not like they establish in the book that there was once them and they fought them off and, like, they can never return. Like, you see that a lot of places.
I cannot carry more.
Like, this is obviously a very, like, weird comparison, but in Moana, for example, like, they used to be explorers, then they scuttled all their ships, and then no one goes out because her father is scared of letting go, right? Like, he must have control.
We're gonna have to go back real quick.
Like, he has control issues, and, like, that's... it's alluded to, but never fully established until they reach, like, the find the out point. And then he's like, you learn about why. And it makes sense. And I feel like we got to the finding out point of what's really going on, but I don't see the why.
Can you go back to town?
Yeah. I don't see the why of not... Who
Like, why are
knows?
they keeping it a
like,
secret?
who actually knows and who doesn't? You know, and why they're keeping it a secret. It doesn't seem like advantageous for them at this point. And what difference does it make, I guess? Like, if the people know or not, I mean, people would probably be upset. But that's what they're saying the original rebellion was about. The truth. Right? The original rebellion was the rebellion relic people trying to...
Zayden's dad.
Yeah, they're trying to let the truth out, right?
Yeah. Yes,
and so what,
they were trying to protect the people outside of the wards.
Yeah, right, and so where do the wards... That's the other thing that I don't have a good grasp on, is like, what's the reach, you know? What's the reach of the wards? Because I imagine it like there's the town or the college, and then the wards are like just outside of that.
No.
Is it like half and half? Like, I don't have a clear understanding of where is warded and where is not. That was one piece of it that I don't think they ever really spent a ton of time on, because they go through a lot of places, but they don't really talk about like where in relation everything is. Or if they did, I missed it.
I know that they talk about a lot of... there's like a lot of details in regards to that.
What do you mean?
Like a lot of details about like the maps and where I that's not what I pay attention to, honestly. I know that like Poor Emil is
so what
well they extend the wards with like Samara has I don't want to ruin anything. I'm trying to...
So there's the continent. So what's Poor Emil? What's Navarre? Navarre's a city, isn't it? Like, that's the piece of it that I didn't have a good idea about. Like, what is what? I was a bit lost about, like, okay, we're talking about a lot of things, but not really ever fully fleshing them out from my perspective. Because, like, she knows it really well, which is good.
Here, I'm gonna pull up a map. Hold on. Oops. There, I couldn't think of the word wards for a second.
Oh my goodness. It's doing this thing again.
Oh no. We're your,
There we go.
controller. Oh my goodness, these are all like blurry maps.
So what the continent is poor meal, right? That's the whole like the United States is poor meal. That it's equivalent. That would be like the whole thing.
Here's the continent. Oh my goodness. Well,
okay. So the continent is the whole continent. The Navarre is the part that's warded.
yeah.
Okay. Let me see.
So if you have the physical book, there's a map in the back of it.
All right, that makes more sense. So most of the continent is warded, like half of it, and so that's the danger to them exposing the venin is that then they would have to find shelter for everyone.
It's like Athene, what is that? Somerton and Samara are all like
Just
on
outside.
the edge of the wards, like right at the edge of the wards.
Okay.
Yeah. But I thought, like, Tyrandor was also not warded at the time, so it's kind of difficult to... to tell, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. Anyway. That's not like super essential. That was just one thing that was like, oh, okay, well.
Yeah.
I had a question about that.
Well. Anyway, so what were we saying?
We were saying that you had information that you're not willing to tell me because you want to keep it all to yourself.
No, I want to...
That's what you told me.
I just want to read it together and talk about it together, and I don't want to give you spoilers.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a great book. And I'm excited to see what you think of it. And I'm excited to finish reading Onyx Storm.
Onyx Storm, Onyx Storm. Alright. Should we do a rift to end it on?
Yeah. It's 5:15. They started the new season.
Oh, did they?
Is that what this is?
No, that's your seasonal mailbox. So you got a season cache. This is all the stuff that was on your seasonal character. Because as you may have recognized, the reason that you're so powerful is because you have all of your stuff.
And she's lost her entire family.
She's strong. She will move on, husband.
Like
just
this.
like we had to.
It's beautiful. Oh, wait, we have to go to adventure mode, I think, to do that, don't we?
Wait, what are we doing? We're doing we're doing a rift? Is that what you said?
I was going to say end it on that, but we could also check and see if the season's available.
I don't care.
Let's check. We're almost at level 50 and we're not even through Act 1.
Well, we're just that good.
Yeah. Hold on, go back. Season ended.
Oh yeah, it still says season ended.
Here,
What?
Swappy there.
Do you want me to just look it up on my phone? What are you trying to do?
I want you
Oh.
to transition scenes to
We're gonna check it out?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll be right back while we figure that out.
Just to check and see.
I need to pull up some music.
Okay. Let's do that. Yeah, you want to go to the... Just go to search. Put in Spotify.
Huh?
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 Huh? OBS. Yeah. And then go up. Scroll up. Unmute desktop audio. There we go. All right. Yeah, I can hear it. It's a little quiet. Okay, so let's go check it out.
Check.
I would just
Check
close
it
out of it, honestly.
What's it all about?
So, continue with what you were saying.
What was I saying?
You're talking about the stuff you know, or your impression.
I know. Of the book?
Yeah.
I'm too scared that I'm gonna give
Don't
stuff
be scared.
away. I mean, I loved Fourth Wing. I think it was a little, you know, barring a few adult scenes, I feel like. I just think it was super action-packed, and I think that I really like the heroine, and I like that she has boundaries. I mean, I'm not saying that she's perfect, because she's not. I love Taryn. I think that he's funny. I love all the little, What?
Go on.
I love all the little jokes, and, yeah, I've laughed at a few parts of it. I think that, I don't know, I like enemies to lovers, and I also like, I like found family. You know, it's obviously, like, very dramatic.
Yeah.
But
the enemies to lovers is dramatic?
No. Like, the villain, you know? But yeah, I think it's one of my favorite books that I've read, and I love fantasy books, and I love a little romance. And that has both.
So it looks like for whatever reason there's an update that's needing to be downloaded. That probably.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah.
Is there enough space?
Yes. Yeah, there's the whole additional storage.
I see. Well, I mean, that's okay. Maybe we can, once it's done updating,
come back to it.
We could hop back on tonight.
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
I can't imagine our children are going to be asleep for that much longer. I've heard some stirrings.
I mean, we've got about 20 minutes left on here. I was thinking about actually.
Oh, it said an hour. Now it says 20 minutes.
Yeah. I was thinking doing the.
Can we?
Yeah, because it plays right through here.
You want to just switch games halfway
Yeah,
through?
just see what happens. Or while we're waiting. Oh, actually, it says there's only 10 minutes left.
Oh my goodness.
So maybe we just keep talking about an interlude podcast.
Interlude podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
So, okay. It stopped. Okay. Sorry, I need to make sure I can hear it. All right. So, obviously, I understand that this is, at its core, probably a book written for younger adults, mainly probably women. But I don't want that to discourage people out there that are like, ooh, it's a girl's book, like, to be discouraged at, because and you strip away like that element of it, it's got a super compelling story.
Is the music too loud?
Might be a little bit, yeah. Here, just go right here.
It was so quiet before.
I'll just put it down. Yeah. So if you can get over that,
what? That there's
that
it's because there's a love story in it.
Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, it's like it's also a story of like hurt and betrayal, which I think like a lot of people can relate to. I just think you can. Some people, have it closer to their hearts than others.
True.
But at the end of it, it's her. It's a story about her gaining confidence and strength and sense of self. And I think that type of story is just like, it's really a cool thing to hear. And the backbone of it is like a very, I don't know, high stakes sort of dangerous, like cutthroat, like challenging, like crazy place that you can't imagine the person that she's described as will be able to survive.
Yeah.
And to see someone like that, like, evolve and like thrive through it, is really like, it just makes it super, super compelling.
I agree.
And I feel like they do a really good job of like layering in like what's important for that moment, and then you sort of elevate, okay, now this is important. Okay, now this is important. At first it was like just getting across the parapet and surviving day one, and then it's like the
getting at the gauntlet.
Yeah, the gauntlet. Well, Jack Barlow, like surviving the challenges.
The gauntlet was first, and then the challenges.
No, challenges were first. Getting through like being able to fight, and then like her relationship with Dane, like navigating that. You figure that out pretty early on, like in the first book. Not early
Finding
on,
a
but
dragon.
like, yeah. It's just like each step is kind of like it heightens it little by little by little by little. You're not like from the very start like you're up against this impossible task that's like this world arcing. It's like very specific to her, and it feels like that moment is everything to her. And you know it's good at that, at drawing you in that way. So, while we got just a few minutes for this update to install, we're going to take just a short break.
Get some water. Take a stretch.
Water. Will be RB.
Be right back. Okay. Hello.
Hello. Welcome back.
Sorry. All three of our
Welcome back
kids
to the stream.
woke up. And there is an error for the update, so that's nice. Can't install. That's nice. But why? Why won't it install?
I don't know. I'm just gonna keep mashing this button. Go! Go! Go!
Oh no. Anyway, all the podcasts and stuff that I listen to about books that I enjoy are more about they're chapter by chapter. And
Yeah.
they go.
Yeah, and that makes sense. And I think that we could do that. We could do a retrospective of it. I was just more talking about if you were going to talk about something like Harry Potter, we don't have to spend 100 episodes on it. We could spend an episode a book.
Oh, there's so much to
Or
talk about.
5 episodes per book or something, as we're finishing it. That way we don't have to go back through and reread it. And then when we get back to get to a place that we want to, we finish, because I want to finish stuff.
I know.
And so I don't want to have too many irons in the fire. And I want this to be something that we can come together and have something else to enjoy besides just playing games that will give us a reason to do it.
Yeah.
And so I don't want to start all the way over.
I get it. I mean, I
But
guess we'd have
maybe
to do,
next year I might.
Well, we'd have to make notes and have questions.
Definitely.
Almost like a book club.
Yeah. That's what I was imagining.
Yeah.
HHWB. Hey hun, what you booking?
No. Hey hon, what you reading? No, you don't like that?
HHW.
Or hey hon, what you reading?
Hey
Come on.
reader, what you reading? Yeah.
No.
What you reading?
I think it's good.
What about HHWPBC? The Hey Hun, what you playing book club?
I like hey hon, what you reading? Give us your vote. Do you like... I know there's a way to do a poll. I just don't know how to do it.
You can go to a place like Straw Poll.
Huh? I mean on the chat.
I don't know, let's try it.
I don't know how to do it.
Just start clicking around on there. Here. Let me try.
Okay.
You tell me your thoughts, though. You didn't get to tell me.
My thoughts?
Yeah, I told you kind of what my take was on the whole thing.
What do you mean?
My overview of the my impression of the book.
Okay.
What was your impression?
I told you it's one of my favorite books.
Why,
I
though?
told you some of it, the
You
heroin.
didn't.
Because
you used heroin?
No.
I'm kidding. I know that means a female hero. I know. I get it.
And the enemies to lovers and the found family and all the
What do you like about
action and
enemies
the
to
dragons
lovers?
and how it's funny.
Does it remind you
and
of how we got together?
No.
You were my mortal enemy.
No, I just... It's always there's a misunderstanding or everybody thinks one thing, but he's actually something else. In this case, he's not a bad guy at all. He actually just knows the truth. And there's more that you don't know, so I can't spoil it.
Yeah,
but
I mean that's also where I get very Akatar-ish, the evil guy who's actually
yeah, exactly.
cool.
That's why I like enemies to lovers.
Actually, he's pretty cool, and he's the most powerful.
That's always how it is. And
doesn't he also have like shadow powers?
Yeah.
So both the main love interests in both books have like the control of shadows, don't they? Isn't it like the exact same?
It's not the same.
It's almost the exact same power. I'm just saying.
I don't remember. I can't jump between.
Google it. Give me the Google.
Give me the googs.
Give me the Google and free my soul. Oh, look, it's working.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wait, what? What's working?
Download.
Oh. He's considered the most powerful High Lord in Prythian. Mist. He can dissolve armies. Telepathy. He can read like into people's minds and stuff.
Yeah, isn't it a shadow slinger though? Isn't that what he's called?
No. Shadow Slinger, it's not him. There's another person in their group that can
that's right.
talk to shadows.
Right.
But he is like
but he's pretty
dark
close.
and mysterious or whatever, I guess you'd.
So hot.
Really?
I mean, that's what he's made out to be.
Yeah. You know.
What do I know?
It's like in shows, the men, I feel like, always get like this, you know, the perfect woman or whatever would be like somebody who doesn't talk very much and
oh my goodness,
is, you know, just like all looks based and, you know, all that stuff. And then like in these like books, like there's a man who can like is like emotionally available and like
that's a very good point.
Very like treats the women with like respect and care, and also like they're powerful and rich and usually like you know, in a position of power. And then the woman's
that's
like...
why you fell for me, right? Because I'm rich
and then the woman's
I'm in a
like...
position of power.
No. And then the woman's like, I don't need power. That... Or like the power is like a secret. And then it's like, you know, it's like Average Joe. You know, that show. It's like, well, actually, I'm a millionaire. Or was it the opposite?
Well, there was
a
game show, Average Joe, where they took a guy to be a part of a game show where it was like a Truman Show, where he was the only real contestant and everyone else was actors around him.
I thought it was like a love interest show where like either they gave everybody thought that he was a millionaire, but he wasn't, and at the very end when he like picks his person, like he has to tell them that he's just an average Joe.
Yes, but the twist to it was that also all the people he was working with, the whole thing was staged just for him. He was the only real contestant. Everyone else on the game show was
Is this the same
actors.
thing we're talking?
I think so. Sounds like you. It sounds like you think it is.
What? Average Joe show.
Wasn't it on MTV?
Oh?
Well, that didn't sound good.
Sorry, guys. Our kids are playing downstairs and our toddler saw a spider. Apparently I passed on my arachnophobia. Oh, she's so sad. So sorry for the abrupt stop. And Diablo still isn't updating because something's wrong. So we might, I'm going to try to get Andrew's attention here, but we might have to just come back and hopefully like stream on this a little later. Also, I found the show. It's called Joe Millionaire, so I was totally wrong on the name. Yes, Joe Millionaire. A reality show where a man pretends to be a millionaire while competing for the love of a single woman. The show originally aired on Fox 2003. Let's see. 20 women compete for the affection of a man they believe to be a millionaire. However, he was actually a construction worker with a low income. If the final woman accepted him after learning the truth, they would split $1 million. Yeah, Joe Millionaire for richer or poorer. 18 women. Oh, dated 2 men. One who was a multimillionaire and the other who was not. The woman had to decide if they wanted the love or the money. Interesting. That sounds like 2 different shows.
So what show am I thinking?
I don't know. Interesting. I don't know. It was fun. I thought it was a super interesting concept. So it's still not installing. Hun, do you want to just try to fix it and...
Yeah.
Ellie, you want to say hi?
What happened?
You saw a bug. It's okay, honey. Sorry.
I'm sorry that you saw a bug. I'd be scared too if I saw a bug.
I'm scared of spiders too, honey. Me too.
Yeah.
I know, sweetheart.
All right. Well, thank you guys
Yeah,
for
hopefully.
joining us today. We'll be back a little later tonight as we keep chugging this update along. Yeah. Okay. Does that sound good? Yeah.
I know.
That bug. Do you want to say bye?
We don't like bugs.
You say bye-bye? Well,
I just realized right now that we didn't ever say, "Hey, hun, what you playing?" at the beginning of our stream.
oh no. Hey, hon, what you playing?
We just played Diablo 3.
So we did.
And hopefully we'll play
did.
that again later.
Come back for the next one. You'll get the full experience. We'll get you on the next one later tonight.
Yeah. So, we missed you guys. Thanks for joining us on a Friday instead of a Tuesday.
The impromptu.
Life happens,
Life do
and
be
that's
happening.
okay. But hopefully we'll see you guys again later tonight, and then we will see you on Saturday for Sims Saturdays, where we continue our Sims 100 Baby Challenge.
Everybody's favorite. So fun.
It is so fun. It's chaotic. It's hectic. It's
is
super fun.
It's the real survival simulator.
Yeah, no kidding. All right. Well, as always, remember that Jesus loves you.
And we do too. We'll catch you on the flippity flop.
Bye.
Bye. You want to say bye?
Say bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. I don't have the I can't turn it off.
Bye-bye. So long. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. Goodbye. Oh. Adieu. Adieu.